Hey everybody, welcome back to the eBay Top 10 for the week of Monday, September 30 to Wednesday, October the 9th. So we have gone a little over a week. So I'm sort of mixing it up a little bit, but today is October the 10th. So I wanted to try to keep it as up to date as possible. So it's a little bit more than a week, but we're doing Monday, September the 30th to October the 9th to keep it as fresh as possible. And you know, since Supremacy came out, we have been bulking the top 10 out to a top 20 because there's been so many amazing cards released. So we are doing an eBay top 20 again this week, or so I thought, until I made a little bit of a calculating error and we ended up going to a top 30. And yeah, there was just so many amazing cards, but then that calculating error ended up making me do a top 35. And I thought, screw it, let's do an eBay top 40. For the first, and considering the amount of time this took, probably last, but let's enjoy for this week an eBay top 40 Aussie cards. International fans, we're still doing a top 10. There's only so many hours in a day, but there's incredible cards in the eBay top 10 international. But let's kick things off with our top 40 Aussie cards. And in 40th spot for $800, we have the Michael Tuck Career Games Signature Supremacy 2024. 426 games. Incredible, of course. Michael Tucker, legend of the game. That autograph is 36 out of just 50. And in 39th spot for $815, we've got the Nick Dacos Black Pearl out of Supremacy 24, of course. Only 35 of these per player. That's 26 out of 35. And if you've held one in person, you will know how beautiful that sheen is. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous cards. In 38th spot for 820, we've got a Marcus Bontempelli Brownlow Prospect Redemption card out of the Brownlow Medalist booklet series that we had earlier this year. And of course, this card will entitle you to redeem a signed booklet. If so, obviously it included this year, but we know the Bont didn't win the Brownlow this year. Well, he didn't win the Premiership either, but it does include 2025 and 2026. So if the Bont wins the Brownlow in either of those years, you can redeem a booklet that is numbered to only 35. In 37th spot for $827.50, we have the first of quite a lot of superstar signature patches on the list. We have the Matt Rao Gold Coast patch signature number 8. Yes, or number 9. Number 9. I feel like I am a Beatles song. Number 9 there, Matt Rao. Fantastic host plus logo patch there. In 36th spot for $830, we have the Nick Dacos, Jamie Elliott, and Scott Pendlebury triple patch. Fantastic stuff. 20 out of 50 for those game-worn triple patches. In 35th spot for $850, we have the first of a few of these dynamic duo signatures out of TLA NRL Elite 2024. This is the only one out of those that has been redeemed. So we actually have the signatures on card there. Of course, if you get it out of a box, they are a redemption card. And the Penrith Panthers, incredible 4 grand final wins in a row, 5 grand final appearances in a row. They went down to the Storm in 2020, but they got their revenge. They got the revenge on Sunday night, sadly for me. but the Penrith Panthers, absolutely phenomenally successful club, and that has, these cards were already very, very hotly sought after, but after a 4-peat, even more so. So this is the first of a few of these cards. So you've got the captain Nathan Cleary and his dad Ivan Cleary, the coach, duo signature there. Incredible stuff. And that is number 48 of 152. In 34th spot for $870, we have the Luke Parker Superstar Signature Patch. Lovely patch. Nice. You can clearly see that the Opera House image in the patch there, so you know exactly where that was on Luke Parker's body, with that match worn Guernsey number 22. Some of the photos aren't the best. That looks like number 22 out of course we know that there are only 25 of the booklets. So I guess technically not technically, you literally could not get a jumper number Luke Parker booklet because he's number 26. And they go up to 25, so it's a bit sucky if you're a big Luke Parker fan, but if you could get your hands on one of those, regardless of whether it's a jumper number or not, fantastic piece of memorabilia to have in your collection. In 33rd spot for $890, we have the dynamic duo Nathan and Ivan Cleary redemption card, and that is that one's number 76 out of 152. In 32nd spot for $898.17, sure, why not? We have the Wayne Campbell Brownlow Medal Competition card. Now, this is quite fun. I had no idea these cards existed, so let's have a look. So these came out of Select Series 2 in 1996. And basically, so they had a Brownlow Medal competition where if the card that you found, and so we've got the Wayne Campbell here, if the player that you have won the Brownlow Medal, you would have a share of $10,000, which is kind of crazy. Like, now we have the Brownlow Medal predictor cards so that you get, your signed booklet if you have the player that wins. But back in 1996, it was cold hard cash that you could get. Now, these cards were numbered to 20 only, so incredibly short printed and hand numbered as well, that's very, very rare to see hand numbered cards. So this was number 7 out of only 20 for the Wayne Campbell. Now, obviously, you had to redeem the card by the 30th of December 1996, so to get your prize money. So I don't know, I'm very curious to see how many people actually claimed their share in that Brownlow competition. That's it's kind of fun. I like that idea. But yeah, a Richmond supporter has got an incredibly rare card there. In 31st spot for $900, we have the Lockie Whitfield GWS Superstar Signature Patch. That appears to be the Indigenous Guernsey there in the patch, the match worn patch. Number 15, 16? Looks like a 16. In 30th spot for $910.52, we have the Pendles longest serving captain's signature out of Supremacy 2024. That is number 6 out of only 50. Lovely card. And in 29th spot for $960, we have another of the Nathan and Ivan Cleary Dynamic Duo Signature Redemptions. And that is number 9. Number 9 out of 152. Then in 28th spot for $999. We just had a Scott Pendlebury card, a signature card. Now we have a Scott Pendlebury and Nathan Buckley franchise greats dual signature. This is numbered 33 out of 50. So you've got 2 Collingwood greats on one card. In equal 27th, so I think we have 4 cards that sold for 1,000, or 4 lots that sold for 1,000. We have had this on the list a few times. It's the Futero 94-95 signature series that includes the signatures of Michael Slater, Shane Warne, Steve Waugh, Mark Taylor, and David Boone. There is a bit of a scratch on the Shane Warne signature, so that would indicate why this sold for less than they usually do. But yeah, we'll go through this. So it is that is the checklist, 642 out of 1,000. We've got the Michael Slater auto there. The Michael Slater is 492. We've got the Shane Warne there. The imperfection in the card, you can't actually see it there, but in the eBay auction, on the eBay page, they did have close-up photos that did show the issue with the card a lot clearer there than there. But the Shane Warne auto there is 584. We've got Steve Waugh auto, that's 846. We've got the Mark Waugh auto, 807. Mark Taylor, 602. And we've got Booney there for 929. Also selling for 1,000. This seems a little bit dated now, but we've got the NRL Premier's 3-peat autograph set for Penrith Panthers. TLA have released a 4-peat set, which includes an unsigned set, and there is also a signed set that I believe has Nathan Cleary, Isaiah Yeo, and Liam Martin signatures, which I think is selling for $500, which is pretty good value for a Nathan Cleary, Isaiah Yeo, and Liam Martin signatures. But this autograph set, I think off the top of my head, I think it had 23 signatures. Like every player that played in the 2023 Grand Final signed. So it's still very, very wonderful value there for that NRL Premier's 3-peat. Also selling for $1,000, we've got the Sticks Kernahan Black Footies Finest out of Optimum 2022. Optimum, of course, being one of the Series 2 releases from Select in the AFL market. We are still waiting, of course, for Legacy. We had Legacy last year as our Series 2. And we should be getting a Legacy 2024. So, the AFL Grand Finals being done, the season's over. We've had supremacy, we've had a huge amount of excitement. There's still excitement to come in the AFL market. So, yeah, this kind of looking at these Optimum cards makes me really excited for Legacy to come. I just don't, that itch of opening up AFL cards never goes away. So yeah, really looking forward to Legacy. But yeah, Footy's finest black version there. Number 4 out of only 30 there. And I think those black versions were the surprise card that hadn't been announced prior to the release going out. There was a white Footy's finest, but the black sort of Legacy players was a surprise. And then also selling for $1,000, we've got the Wayne Carey Gold Superstars out of Select Brilliance. This came out of Brilliance 2022. Obviously we had Brilliance this year, and every sort of base card, if you will, was the Gold Superstars. But back in 2022, they were a rare, relatively rarer. You weren't guaranteed one. They were slightly harder to find. We didn't find one out of our 2 boxes of Brilliance in 2022. Did we open up 4? I think we actually opened up 4 boxes of Brilliance back in 2022. And we did not find a gold one in any of those. But there you go, that's a Wayne Carey, number 3 out of 35. Then in 23rd spot for $1,070, we have the Zach Merritt and James Hurd franchise Greats dual signature. That is 48 out of 50. I reckon this is going to be a pretty long video, which is great. Love it. Then in 22nd spot, we're almost halfway. We have selling for $1,120. We have the Nick Dacos franchise future signature. They are numbered out of 70, and that is number 26 out of 70. Woo! Fantastic. Love that. Selling for $1,130, we have in 21st spot the Christian Petrarca diamond signature out of Gem from last year. Gem, a release that's I think you could call it infamous. It did go out with a lot of problems that Select did fix. I did send in a few cards to get fixed, but I don't think Gem is the most fondly remembered releases. And I think Select they've sort of played up with that idea as well. They've been a bit cheeky about it, but those diamond signatures do look a treat, absolutely. And that is number 22 out of only 35 for those signatures. They do look really, really nice. And in 20th spot for $1,186.63, we have the Harley Reid Blue Portrait out of Supremacy. And that is, of course, you've got the rookie card logo on that. It's number 9 out of 65 for that lovely blue portrait card. In 19th spot for $1,199, we have the Nick Dacos Superstar Patch, number 35. Woo! Number 35. There you go, nice jumper number with an actual jumper on the card, or in the card. Jersey patch there, a Guernsey patch, I should say. Lovely, nice. Then in 18th spot for $1,200, we have Simon Black, one of my favorite players from my youth. Premiership Brownlow double signature. Obviously won the Brownlow in 2022. Should that be 2002? And of course, the Brisbane Lions had that 3-peat at the start of the century. Number 21 out of 25, just one off a jumper number there, but incredible all the same. Fantastic signature. In 17th spot for $1,300, we have the Trent Cotchin and Matthew Richardson franchise Greats dual signature, number 17 out of 50 for that. A popular card, signature card. In 16th spot for $1,330, we have the Ben Cousins Premiership Glory signature, of course winning the Premiership with the Eagles in 2006. It is a number 1 as well, number 1 out of 40, and it's great to see Ben Cousins doing well. It's really, really lovely to see everything going well for him, and that's a fantastic signature. In 15th spot for $1,380, we have the Nathan Cleary League Sensations Black Auto from back in NRL Elite 2020. Interesting to see that his signature has changed a little bit from 2020 to the dual signatures that we are getting now. But yeah, obviously one of the hugest players of of the NRL of the last sort of 5 years. Incredible player. That's number 24 out of 40. In 14th spot for 1,400, we have the wildcard Carlton Platinum Brownlow Predictor. Obviously, that can be redeemed for Patrick Cripps's win out of Hobby 2024. That is number 50 out of only 60 of those to be redeemed to get your Platinum Brownlow signature booklet. In 13th spot for 1,600, we've got a Lachie Neale Superstar Signature patch. Beautiful, beautiful patch there. That's number 16 out of 25. In 12th spot for 1,750, we have another Superstar Signature patch. This time we have Dom Sheed from, of course, the West Coast Eagles. And that is clearly another Indigenous Guernsey there. That's number 13 out of 25. Here we go. We've got a triple Superstar Signature patch trail going. In 11th spot for 1,780, we have Luke Davies-Uniacke, North Melbourne Kangaroos patch. And that is number 11? It looks like number 11. For LDU. And here we go, we enter the top 10. In 10th spot for $1,800, we have the Ron Barassi Legend Signature out of Hall of Fame 1996. These are often, relatively often appear on the list. They are highly sought after, much loved cards. And why wouldn't they be? Absolutely phenomenal legends of the game. Only numbered to 110, that is 99 for the Ron Barassi signature. In 9th spot for $1,977, we have the Jeremy Cameron Superstar Signature patch, number 3 out of 25, with that big cotton on logo there. In 8th spot for 2,000, we have the Sam Mitchell Premiership Brownlow Double Signature. That is number 10 out of 25. Lovely signature there. Of course, winning the Brownlow in 2012. And then, of course, winning 4 premierships with Hawthorn. Incredible run for Sam Mitchell. In 7th spot, we have another Premiership Brownlow double card. We've got the Trent Cotchin one here selling for $2,325. And for this one, it's number 16 out of only 25. There you go, we've got another one here, another Premiership Brownlow double. This sold for $2,500 for the Gary Ablett Jr. Of course, winning the Brownlow in 2009 and 2013. And then winning the Premiership in 2007 and 2009. And that's number 4 out of 25. And in 5th spot for 2,600, we have the Nathan Cleary Mojo Black Diamond. The Mojo Black Diamonds are, of course, only numbered to 5. So highly, highly sought after. Nathan Cleary, the hottest NRL player in the game. Of course, his Black Diamonds will be selling for the most. And we have this one numbered 3 out of 5, selling for, of course, as I just said, $2,600. In 4th spot for $2,970, we have the Lance Buddy Franklin 1,000 plus goal kickers signature booklet. Ooh, love that. That's beautiful, beautiful stuff. 14, booklet 14 out of 25. In equal 3rd spot for $3,000, we have the Zach Merritt Essendon Superstar Signature patch, 24 out of 25, and that match worn Guernsey patch there with the Amart Furniture logo, very prominent. Also selling for $3,000, we have another Trent Cotchin Premiership Brownlow double signature that is 13 out of 25. And our number one card for the past week and a bit, selling for $3,350. We have the Carlton Sam Walsh Superstar Signature Patch, number 8 out of 25, with a very prominent Carlton Football Club logo on that match worn patch. Woo, that is your eBay top 40 Aussie cards for the past week and a half. Then let's turn our attention to the international top 10. Feels like a little lacking after doing a top 40, but there are some absolutely big hitters on the list as always. So let's get into it. And in 10th spot for 1,825, we have Benedict Mathurin 14 karat gold logo man card. This came out of Impeccable 22-23, and there's only 3 of them, and we have number one out of 3 for that 14 karat gold, half ounce of real gold, 1 of 3. Amazing. It's a rookie card as well. In 9th spot for 1,850, we've got the Jordan Gatorade insert out of Star 85. It's a Beckett 7.5. In 8th spot for 2,000, we have a Ja Morant red rookie ticket auto out of Contenders Optic 1920. It is a rookie auto as well, and it's a Beckett 9. And it is also numbered out of 149. It's number 14. In 7th spot for 2,125, we have a dual patch card, one of Kobe Bryant and one of LeBron James in a Matchups Materials patch card out of Panini Playoff National Treasures 2012-13. It's numbered 1 out of only 10. And it's a Beckett 8.5. In 6th spot for 2,175, we have a Giannis rookie auto out of Prism 13-14. It's unnumbered, but a highly sought after rookie auto. In 5th spot for 2,500, we have the Tom Brady Kaboom, which came out of Absolute 2020-21. That Kaboom has been graded a PSA 9. In 4th spot for 2,750, we have a Lamine Yamal Barcelona pitchside signature out of Select FIFA 23-24. It's a rookie auto, and we've seen a few of his signature cards on the list, and that is a 1 out of 5 as well. Very low numbered insert, very low numbered autograph, I should say. Then in 3rd spot for $2,800, we have a Lionel Messi Color Blast that came out of the packs that you could only find at the National 2024. And this is also numbered 10. It's numbered 8 out of only 10. We did have a Luka one a few weeks ago. I've got a Lionel Messi of those. In 2nd spot, speaking of Luka, for $2,900, we have his rated rookie signature out of Donruss Optic 2018-19. And that auto is a PSA 9. And then coming in 1st spot, selling for $5,650, we have the Jordan Master Collection, which Upper Deck released in late 1999. It is numbered out of 500, and we have collection 128 out of 500. The collection is stored in a wooden box, and then you can say that that is the letter that greets you to the collection, also individually numbered. And then it's a collection of 23 cards for obvious reasons. The cards all stored in this wooden box, and the full set looks like that. An incredible, hotly sought after collection of Michael Jordan card memorabilia. That is your eBay International Top 10 and your eBay Australian Top 40 for the last week and a half. I look forward to your company next week for some more fun looking through some incredible modern and older cards. It's always fun to go through what's selling, but also see all of the really fascinating cards. And so yeah, have a little peruse. But until then, have a great week. Can't wait to see you then. But until then, stay cool, take care. My name is Dave. This is Scorecard Collectibles, and I can't wait to see you next time.